Hello everyone, Jennifer Starlight here. I'm very excited to be bringing a new segment to my channel. It's going to be a monthly segment of predictions by my beautiful guides, the Union of Love and Light. Now, a lot of you may have already seen on my channel a lot of excerpts of transmissions from my guide Min. My guide Min is part of the greater collective called the Union of Love and Light that showed themselves to me all the way back in 1996. I've since been their physical medium and very honored to be their physical medium since then. And I have been doing full-time transmissions around the world with Armon Min since 2006. So I've had a long path and a wonderful path of being the physical vehicle for these incredible beings of love and light. The Union of Love and Light is a collective consciousness, a very ancient one that has come to assist us in these very intense but exciting times on how to navigate the changes, to navigate the downloads, to navigate the changes in us and the obvious changes around us. But I just want to assure all of you that if you have found yourself here at this time of human history, you've chosen to be here to not only experience what's happening on this planet, but also to serve others with what's going on in this planet. I'm sure the Union of Love and Light will have plenty to say today. So my process is, it only takes me a moment to center myself in my body, and then I allow them, their consciousness, to come into mine. And it's like I go up the back of a movie theater and just witness and hear what they're saying, but I don't actually remember it. But I see visions of what they're saying. I hope that makes sense. So without further ado, these are the first predictions for June 2025. I'll just take off my glasses and get prepared. So enjoy. And I'll see you on the other side of this transmission. Greetings, 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 precious hearts and dearest souls. It is always our deepest honor to be here with you. And we certainly hope it's your deepest honor to be with yourselves. We understand the turmoil, the tension, even the tragedies that have taken place upon your planet. And we send our deepest love and reverence to those who are experiencing turmoil at this point of their journey. But this is also our main intention for being within your awareness, to assist you to transform this turmoil back into tenderness, this trauma back into trust. We need you to understand now that you are never, ever alone. However, we cannot be of assistance to you unless you permit it, unless you give us permission to be with you. What is truly happening upon the planet is you are opening to your multidimensional reality. You are opening to the multidimensionality of your planet Earth, your solar system, and beyond. We want you to also understand that whatever you perceive outside of yourself must also be inside of yourself, or you could not perceive it. We understand many of you are feeling lost, feeling hopelessness and helplessness, but we wish to say something here of the utmost importance. The reason you are feeling this helplessness and this hopelessness, dear ones, is because you have been heartless towards yourselves. Heartlessness, yes, is expressing itself outwardly upon your planet. It is everywhere. But whatever heartlessness is being displayed to you outside of yourself is just an indication of the level of heartlessness you have displayed towards yourself. Now, particularly in your Western world, you are told to be there for yourself, to put yourself first. It's a form of self-indulgence. We tell you it is not. It is actually the act of self-responsibility. And when we say responsibility, dear ones, we do not mean the weight of the world upon your shoulders. We wish to interpret your term responsibility as something far lighter and wonderful than that. For it is the ability to respond to your abilities as a divine, sacred soul. And this is the turning point each of you are at. And this month of June, in the year U term 2025, is where you are going to need to find your will, your divine will, the will of your heart, not the free will of your head. For the free will of your head is full of fears, the need to control your life. We are asking you to surrender to the divine will of the heart, to start to embrace all that you are and all the potentials that are before you. Because, dear ones, as long as you believe you are being held hostage to the actions of those outside of yourself, whether it be personal relationship, whether it be politicians, whatever it may be, well then you will be victim to more heartlessness. June is the month of heartfulness. June is the month of activating your divine will. And what is your divine will? It is the deepest desires and intentions for something loving, something harmonious. If you continue to try to battle through the heartlessness, well, then you will remain also in intense hopelessness and helplessness. It is time to feel the passion of why you decided to be on the planet at this point of its evolution and also yours as a human being. June is also, within our awareness, a very powerful time that has been predestined before your time, before your physical space, before the manifestation of your solar system. And what is this? It is the time of the Great Mother returning into each individual's heart, returning to the earth through her consciousness. But we want you to see the dilemma here. She cannot possibly anchor into your heart if it is filled with heartlessness. Many are speaking of the great astrological event of Saturn moving into Aries. We wish to give you another esoteric viewpoint. Everything in existence has a female and male aspect to it that when it comes into unification, comes back into the heart of itself, comes back into the heart of creation. To this point in your modern astrology, Saturn has been seen as Father Time, as a planet of restrictions, limitations, but also foundations for your physical world. We would like you to see the flip side of Saturn as the great feminine force, as the foundation of life itself. Saturn, in the most of esoteric terms, is called Binah. Binah, the great mother of your physical creation. So if you take this, not just concept, but reality, dear ones, of this higher aspect of the planet you term Saturn, and see the influence of Aries in combination with her, this actually is heralding in a time when she is going to be bringing her consciousness and her frequencies of divine femininity into the multidimensionality of yourself, of your planet, of your solar system. It is time. And this also is going to be amplified and anchored with your radiant sun moving into the sign of Cancer, the mother. And we would like you to take a moment to feel if there are any stirrings in your heart or your solar plexus or anywhere in your body for that matter. Because we say to each of you, there is not a being on the planet that does not ache for a mother's love. The Binah that we speak of, the great mother we speak of, is the mother of your very soul's creations. And she has heard your call. So this is an extremely powerful time to take your focus of the heartlessness around you and to start to feel love and honor for self. For then you are creating a magnetic template on which she may arrive with your permission. For understand, nothing can go against your permission. It is your divine will in wishing to come into reunification with the Great Mother that shall allow this to happen. Nothing else is required. So June is a time of releasing yourself consciously from turmoil and to start to feel the depth of your desires for unification, for heartfulness, for peace. Because there is nothing more powerful than your wills, dear ones. We promise you that. But also what is going to happen in the month of June. And we have been saying this for at least 2 years already. The amount of flooding you're seeing upon your planet is a sign of the mother's return. The feminine force relates and regulates, if you like, to the element of water. She is first offering your Mother Earth a purification process. She is offering the humans that find themselves up against these walls of water a purification process to start to allow themselves to flow. And yes, there is tragedy and trauma, but each of you is being asked to find some form of detachment. For love does not restrict itself, does not anchor itself into a limiting field of awareness. Many of you have experienced tragedy and trauma to bring you to a point of starting to seek help outside of just the physical realm and start to look towards the spiritual one. There is a gift in every situation, dear ones. We promise you that. June is also going to be a time where public figures, including politicians, are not going to be able to keep a lid on their own heartlessness and acts thereof. And we do not want you to see the coming news as shocking, but more as shaking you out of the dream that reality is a place of trauma and tragedy and lies. Reality is not that at all. And you are waking up from a very long dream. And we are here to assist you in any way we can. On a personal level for each of you, apart from consciously coming back into heartfulness for yourself and releasing the heartlessness from yourself. Many of you are going to experience this month new perceptions about your relationships, a need to want to connect with the ancestors, a desire to find love for those who were loveless towards you. Do not underestimate how significant this is for your own transformation. There are going to be more weather events. That will be rising deep from within the earth. And we also need you to understand that those that find themselves at these places of traumatic weather events have on a soul level chosen to be there for that experience. Now, this can be hard to understand. And we will be giving you more esoteric education on this in the future. So, dear ones, the overall energy of June 2025 is to stop yourself in your tracks of self-criticism, self-judgment, unworthiness, and find that fire in your heart to start to be heartful, loving, understanding, compassionate towards yourself. This alone is going to have more impact on the manifestations in your life, but also the implications and ramifications for those you love, because it is going to be through your active actions towards self that you will be a shining example to those you love. This is the beginning of a new dawn of reality, where love, harmony, and heartfulness is going to return. But you all must be active within it for it to manifest. Your relationship with us in spirit world is an equal partnership. Nothing is more powerful than anything else. So, dear ones, surrender to your heart in this month of June. Call upon the Holy Mother of your soul's creation. And you are going to find by the end of June, life is far more harmonious, soft, flowing. With the deepest love and the deepest honor, we, the union of love and light, find it our highest service to serve you with love. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Okay. Not much to say after that, other than the love that is available to all of us all of the time, not just around us, but also inside of us, is phenomenal. Please don't spend another moment feeling spiritual homesickness. I look forward to bringing you predictions for July. Take care, and please love and honor yourself. Bye.